And I'm gonna. There's no one inside the store, right? There's
Yeah,
no one.
no.
Like if I jump in, there's
He
no one.
has gone back inside from the.
Right. So I
door.
am gonna jump over the counter, going inside the store, trying to find if there's anything, very very cautiously, because now obviously I'm not in sort of welcome territory, like, but I'm still gonna go try to look for any clues I can about this town.
Roll investigation. How much?
I rolled a
20.
20. A
Oh,
17.
dirty 20. Nice.
17 up to 20.
So you just like look around and you see every single thing that is there in the store is made out of cardboard, and it's painted over and it's fake. There's nothing of use at all. Under one of the items, which is basically like fake packets. I wanna say packets, but I don't know if packets were a thing. But let's say packets of. Just behind that, you found like a small diary or a notebook kind of a thing, which is like this small, like A5 size, small.
Like a pocket diary type.
Yeah, pocket diary, right? A small pocket diary of sorts.
Right. And this guy's like gone in. I don't hear any footsteps coming towards. Or
You do not hear footsteps, no, but you do hear people talking inside and like having. It sounds like they're having a good time inside.
Yeah. Hey yo. I want to go towards like the door, sort of very very slowly, and try to eavesdrop on like the conversation if they're having any. What am I hearing?
Fuck. Roll perception, I guess. Yeah, roll perception.
I
Yeah,
rolled
you
a 5.
can't make out. You just hear muffled sounds. You can't make out what they're saying.
Can I like signal towards Adorn and ask him to come into the store?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I come in. And I do the same thing. Try to see
I'm too
what's up.
short. I'm
If
too
I
short, I
hear
guess.
anything.
Alright,
Yeah.
you roll perception again, yeah. Oh,
18.
nice. So you do hear sounds. The tone of the sounds is like very happy and like it sounds like they're having fun. But you can make out that the sentences are completely on the opposite. So you basically hear people having a conversation while they're laughing or like smiling, and they're saying, "Well, you know what? Maybe we should invite them into our house. It should be a safe place to talk to them, I guess." And then the other person just like it's a female voice, why not? But you never know what would happen. But I don't know. They do seem helpful. Friendly. Might help us out in this situation, but I don't know. It's your call. And then you hear footsteps coming towards you, towards the door.
Yeah, I mean, we hop back out.
And also,
Yeah.
like, I obviously, like, when I see the pocket diary, I do pocket it, by the way. Like, I take
Okay.
it. It's with me, right?
Okay.
Do I just add it into my inventory?
Yes,
I
you
haven't
can write-
opened it. I haven't read it. I just picked it up and took it.
Yes, you can enter. What's the word? Withered pocket diary.
Oh, damn. Okay. One withered pocket diary.
And yeah, so you hear these words as soon as like you guys are trying to jump over the counter and get outside the shop. Just hear the door open and you just see that guy's head kind of pop out. Notices you guys like psst, 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 and is like nodding you guys to like come on in.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I
Alright,
already know the
let's-
context, so I tell him, okay, just trust me. Let's go.
As you guys enter this room, Bond, Aeyes, Chandrika, and Yama, you are also eventually following the people, right? All right.
Yes.
You guys, while you follow the cattle, this cattle kind of reaches a point which is quite far from the main town that you guys were in, and it's like an open field of grass and stuff. And then these people just kind of let these animals graze, just let them loose. You see a female dwarf who's just kind of commanding everyone. From far, you can't really hear what she's saying, but it seems like she's just kind of telling people, "All right, you guys sit over here. You stand from here and go and sit there," kind of a thing.
Yeah, I mean, Aeyes approaches the dwarf and says like, "Greetings, ma'am. Would you know anything about the happenings and the cattle?" And
He just
explain to us
turns
newcomers."
around and says, "Oh, so you guys are the new lot."
Well, I'm sure we come in peace, and we're just curious about the peculiar state that Lagpa has. We
Oh,
happen to know-
peculiar is an understatement, my friend. By the way, myself, Larni, and you are, I
Nice to
think
meet
you said ASMR.
Yes, I'm Aeyes, and this is. I'm pointing at Bond to introduce himself.
Yeah, and I'm Bond. And yeah, we've been in the town for a few hours now. And yeah, we've been asked by the villagers quite vehemently to come here and follow the cattle. And Yeah, and we just have no idea what's going on, and we just want some answers.
Oh yeah, I mean, so do we bond. But before that, let me just talk to these other two companions of yours. And she just looks at Chandrika, and you seem like seem pretty well dressed as compared to.
Uh, yes, I am a performer. But
That makes sense.
before that, I would like to know what are you doing over here, and
We will
what's
come
the-
to that. Don't worry about it, darling. We have an hour for the cattle to get.
Then said, I am very interested in your cattle. What happens to them? So what do you do with so many cattle? Where
I
do they
mean,
go?
it's not really something that what we do. It's just I think it's more like we are kept here to feed them and keep them healthy so that he can feed on them. But yeah, I know you have a lot of questions. You know what? Let me just tell you. Let me just get straight with you guys. You see, this particular town is being controlled, or rather occupied by. Not sure what it is, but it's more like an entity of some sorts. It has kept everyone prisoners, and it insists that we smile and be happy always. So I think I'm sure you might have noticed the smiling
Yes.
folk around town.
Would you know anything about old Lagpa?
That is where this entity resides. And if you ask about the cattle, well, it's food. Every 15 days, it requires one of the animals, which is dropped off in a pit, and that's why we need to keep them healthy and pretty plump. You know what I mean? And she like
Okay.
smiles.
So,
We saw a young man in the barkeep being dragged off into old Lagpa. Do you have any idea what may have happened to him?
Well, I mean, I want to feel sad. I want to feel bad for what happened to him, but it's as if I'm immune to these events now. I mean, being the head of the resistance, I think it kind of what comes with it. That you just look at atrocities and you are.
But dear
used to them.
friend, never shy away from sadness and misery. They make
Oh,
you
don't worry
strong, they
about
keep
that.
you
I
strong.
don't shy away from sadness. I just think that people losing their lives right now is. I think I've just become desensitized to it.
She also smiling. Is Larni also smiling?
Not when she said this. No, I mean, no, not the way that the townsfolk. Yeah, no. Everyone around here is not smiling anymore. Everyone has a serious face.
Is she dressed in a particularly different way, or if she has any signs of any kind of ornaments on her? which is
Not
sus?
particular ornaments, but she has like a bandana that's like tied around her head. But for the rest part, she has the same black band that everyone sitting under this tree has. And yeah, she's wearing doesn't like nothing that's like puts her apart from the bandana.
Okay.
I
So
Yeah.
I ask her that. So what would happen if you would not? Has it ever happened that you've not fed this person who's controlling you all?
The only time it happened was when the entity actually showed up for the first time and it started demanding food. He just thought it's some kid playing some tricks. You know, someone just found a magic stick in the forest and was able to boom their voice or something. We did not pay attention, and next thing you know, the entire part of old Lagpa was covered in mist and smoke. And anyone and everyone who was staying in there, some of them were able to make their way out of that part of the town, but most of them, I'm not sure what's happened to them. Some say they are still alive, but I don't know.
So
I've
do
never
you
seen
know
them.
what this entity looks like?
Never seen him. Never seen him. Only heard him.
Can I so I mean, this is me asking you, right?
Mhm.
I am a cleric of knowledge domain and whatever, so and there might be some sort of lore I know.
Mm-hmm.
Would I be able to tell what sort of entity this is by the voice that it did?
No. From the voice and also from the limited knowledge that you have, you are really not sure, because there's a lot of entities slash demons
Right.
slash beings that like control people or like kidnap or take people captive kind of a thing for whatever reason. So you can't really pinpoint on what type of a entity this might be. And then you hear Larni just saying, well, this is, I don't know, call it luck or whatever, but we are planning an attack on Old Lagpa tomorrow night, and you
Oh,
guys
wonderful.
seem like you guys can handle yourselves. So, the reason why we have been insisting on you follow the cattle, she looks at Bond Ravi, is because we needed your help. You seem like people who know what you're doing, and she eyes all of your weapons while she says that. As well, you know what? I think we could use some seasoned fighters, because all we have right now is, and she points towards the people just sitting under the tree, are townsfolk who just want to do something.
So-
So I, that point, I like lead her, like I request, I try to be as nice as possible, and I would make her understand that, Yarni, actually, me and my acquaintances here, we have been journeying for quite some time, and we have been looking for some shelter and also for some food. Would there be any way we could find anything else here?
Yeah, I mean, we do have food, but it won't taste like food, but it'll keep you alive. This is what the entity gives us in return for feeding it and playing with it.
This food, and is there a place where it grows?
It just appears in our houses during lunch times and dinner time. It looks like food. It doesn't have any taste though. But yeah, it'll keep you alive.
Fascinating. I do have one more question. We saw the men who dragged the barkeep. Who are they?
Oh,
Would you happen
those
to know
are
about
those are the puppets. Those are the entity, the beings puppets. If
Have you ever tried stopping them, capturing them?
did once,
Questioning
and then she like shows her right hand, and she doesn't have a pinky in her hand. This is what happened when I tried to stop them.
My condolences.
I would like to ask what's the dinner time?
And you know what, Ladni, not even like just like in all seriousness, just looks at the sun and just like, you know what, in the next 2 hours or so, stuff should start appearing in our houses.
I ask Larni some more questions about the resistance, as to what their plans is. Do they have a plan for tomorrow? And why is it tomorrow? And what happened the last time?
So we haven't yet attempted to do an attack on Old Lagpa completely because we have no idea what is in there. But over the last few months, we have been able to manage and gather people who are interested in doing something about the situation. And that's why we now have a lot more people who are also grazing animals. This is the only time, or this is the only place where we can actually talk openly, because that entity, the beings limit or like the control is limited till the boundaries of the town. Beyond
Why
that, it doesn't have any control, and also inside 4 walls, it doesn't.
So are
Why
all
have you
the
not
black
decided to
band
leave this
wearers?
place?
Are all the black band wearers the resistance group?
Yeah, it is a sign of our brotherhood.
Aeyes is asking them why they didn't decide to leave Lagpa then, if the powers only in them.
Because you can't leave. Yes.
Well, we are outside the
So-
town now.
Uh,
How far
Does
can you
that
go?
mean we also can't leave now?
I think so. Did you guys hear the entity yet?
Yes, we did.
Yes, we did.
Well, then that means you have become part of the playset now, and you won't be able to. I mean, I've seen a few people try to just get up and try to walk out of town and get as far as they can. They never returned.
Let's see. How far away is this pit that you feed the
It's-
cattle to?
It's just behind Old Lagpa, but you need to approach it from outside of town, of course, because you can't go through Old Lagpa.
I am quite curious about this bit.
Well, would you like to see it?
Indeed. Would anyone
And
else be interested?
He
I
just
asked the bar.
whistles, like turning back and like blows a whistle. And like two people just stand up and she's like, "All right, Aeyes over here would like to accompany you guys to dropping off tonight's meat. So oblige him."
Would anyone else wish to join? I asked.
I would also
Oh.
wish to join.
Okay.
I would follow you probably from the back. Chandrika?
No, I'm going to stay here.
She wants to
She's gonna
eat
stay
in
for
the
dinner
town.
time.
Starters मिल गए, dessert कब है?
Technically, you should be having rations. with
Also,
you.
I also ask Larni if she has any spare clothes that the villagers wear that I could borrow.
I mean, yeah, sure. I'm pretty sure someone might have something that fits you, but I don't think you need to particularly change into anything. Not that it would matter unless you are uncomfortable. Then, of course, we can get you something.
Fine, I can stay fancy.
Then, yeah, I like it. And then we cut to Papya and Adorn. Do you guys enter the door room?
Yeah, we are,
Yes.
we are in. Yeah.
Also, one more thing, Akhil.
Uh-huh.
Out of game, can you just check your stream if you've maybe changed volume levels? Because तेरा audio थोड़ा कम है. Can you
Come
check?
here.
तेरा mic का, yeah.
Damn, what the fuck? Wait.
Mm-hmm. It is a bit
Is it
low.
maxed out or what is it?
It's not maxed out, but
बस थोड़ा सा बढ़ा दे then just.
is this good? Test.
I will hear and tell you.
Hello, testing.
I mean, are you asking the entire stream volume to like go up a bit, or just as
No,
I
just
mean,
my
that
mic, I
too, I
think so.
think.
Yeah, I think general
both
stream
technically,
volume
just-
can
just
be
generally.
louder,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
slightly.
Okay, test. Is this good?
Yes.
Yeah, that should be fine. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So do you guys enter the house then?
Yeah, we have entered, right? Along
Okay.
with Adorn.
Yeah.
So we
Alright.
sort of did pss and we entered. Yeah.
Yes. So it's basically it's a human couple in there, and as soon as you enter, they just say they kind of like point towards their faces, which are smiling, and like point towards you as well, and it's like that is how we will be communicating. If we want to talk, I think we have some issues that we need your help with in this town, and they're still like smiling and doing a cheery.
So I mean, everything in this house is fake. You guys have no food. Yet you're smiling and you say you need our help. What's going on? What's
As he-
really going on?
as he smiles and says basically the things that Larni just told the others. I'm not gonna repeat it.
What did he say? Because I don't know who Larni is technically, Mr. DM. What is this
Sala.
Larni you mentioned?
Shut up.
So basically, so we know of. Is he part of the resistance then?
No. He does mention that there is a resistance that meets outside as a reason to just graze the cattle, because that is the only point and time in the day that you can exit the town if you are with the cattle. But yeah, apart from that, he's not part of the resistance. So he tells you all of that information and also tells you that I also have a certain personal interest. No, that's the wrong word. A personal reason to ask your help with.
What is it?
You see, my father had entered Old Lagpa a few months ago. It was just before the entity had joined. Of course, he's saying this while he's smiling. I can't do that because it's very difficult for me. But yeah,
Try karna.
The Joker line.
this is my father actually entered Old Lagpa months ago, and he hasn't returned yet. But it has
damn.
it was just before the entity showed up and controlled everything. Most people say that people who were living in Old Lagpa, who were living there when the entity showed up, actually have all died. But I refuse to believe that about my dad because he went in there before the entity turned up. So I have a feeling he's still in there hiding, and I hope that if you are working with the resistance, that please, if you find my father, I would help. I would be grateful.
So after he says this, I mean, of course he's still smiling. After he says all of this, I want to ask him. So wait, 1 second. So when he's telling us everything about like the resistance and the entity and Larni and like how they gather outside, he's also telling us about the cattle sacrifice, right? So like we know what the fall of the cattle was about. Okay, so we know about that. What does he tell us anything about old Lagpa and sort of how to approach the area and all that? I mean, if not, then I obviously ask him because
I mean,
he's
he
not
hasn't
us
told
to
you
go into
anything
it.
like that.
Yeah, so if
You
he wants
asked
us
that,
to
yeah.
go find his father and ask him like, so what's going on with old Lagpa? Because we saw that it's covered with sort of like it seems very spooky. It seems like there's a lot of wait, was there fog and mist sort of
Yeah.
fog and mist over there? Yeah,
Smoke
there
and
was.
mist
Okay.
and fog kind of a thing.
So there was smoke and mist and like the entire thing looks very
Maz
different. The
disappeared,
entire
by
part
the
of the town. Is he here in the call? Mazdman?
No.
No. Start in the
Oh no, he
camera.
had a
he's not in
power cut,
Discord.
yeah?
Oh damn, could be a power cut.
Yeah, you know.
He's hiding in the corner.
Oh yeah, he has a power cut.
F.
Oh no.
F indeed. But take it, no worries. We continue. We say that he's hiding. Not hiding. He's in the corner and
No,
just
he's just
listening
sitting in
to
the
Papya.
corner. Yeah. So I want to ask him, what is? Have you been in this town long enough? Do you know like the history of old Lagpa? What happened before the entity was there? Like, what was going on with old Lagpa before the entity was there?
Oh, he just says, well, old Lagpa. I mean, it was old Lagpa was actually Lagpa, the town, and eventually more settlers, more people came in. The town just became a little bit bigger, and people started making house just outside of the older region. So this new region was later called New Lagpa, but then people just started calling that part of Lagpa as Old Lagpa, and this was then called Lagpa. So it's basically the same town. There's not much of a difference. This particular part of town is more like an expansion of that town. I've been living here for like generations.
Right. And if you want us to find your father, what does he look like? You have to give us some hints. Is there a picture? What does he look like? How old would he be?
He takes out a small like painting, very like withered painting, and like gives it to you. And he shows like, this is me, and this is my father over here. It's basically like a man in like his late 50s, early 60s kind of a thing, bald, and of course wearing the usual robes, the townsfolk robes that everyone's kind of wearing.
Townsfolk robes. Okay. And what do you think would be the best way to get into old Lagpa? Because now obviously there's an entity who wouldn't want us in old Lagpa poking around. So do you know of any? How do we approach old Lagpa?
I mean,
obviously certainly not. Head on.
I have no idea about it, and I think most people don't have an idea about it. That's why the resistance was formed. They meet for 1 hour every day and try to brainstorm about ideas of how to break into old Lagpa and try to face this entity over there. But I'm not sure because they don't really share their plans just so that the entity doesn't get to know about it. But yeah, I don't even know if they have a plan.
Interesting. Wait, is Adorn back, by the way? He is not, no? Okay. Are you gonna get? I'm gonna ask him now. Are you gonna get dragged away by any people now that you've given us all this information quite willingly?
Not really.
What's
So
gonna
what
happen to
we
you?
have discovered is this particular entity requires the emotion of happiness to be constant around the town, and it has vision almost all over the entire region of this town, but inside 4 closed walls it can't really see. It can only feel that particular emotion, and that is why I am speaking to you while kind of maintaining a smile.
So as long as you smile when you're inside 4 closed walls, it's
Yes.
fine to talk about anything. The
Yes.
entity is not going to do anything to you.
Yes. That is what we have discovered.
Interesting. Alright, so after this conversation, and now that he's sort of tasked us to find his father, if his father is even alive in Old Lagpa, I want to look towards his wife and ask her what her experiences with Old Lagpa has been, and if she has any information.
Quick question.
She can
Are
give us.
they, what race are they, the husband and wife?
Humans.
They were humans, I think. No?
Okay.
Did he mention it?
Yeah, I
Or
did
did I just
mention it.
assume they were
Probably,
humans?
yeah.
Nah, I did
Yeah,
mention
does
it.
the wife has anything? Does the wife have anything important or crucial information to give us?
She says, I mean, the old part of Lagpa particularly doesn't. Not that I can think of anything particularly different about it. Probably the same. Had another inn over there as well, and oh yeah, there was a church in there as well. I think. Yeah, the Church of Light. There was a Church of Light.
Interesting. There was a church of light inside Old Lagpa, and
Yeah.
how come there haven't been any sort of travelers or adventurers who came by this town and weren't able to help you?
Look at that, and she just like points out of the window, and you can like from this window that you can like see this particular region, which is like the entrance that you came in from, and it's around like 7 p.m. right now. So the doors of the town are now closed, like the entire entrance to the town.
Yeah.
It's like that's what basically happens, late evenings, you just close the doors, and usually this town is so small that you just tell them that you don't have any rooms left in the inn, and the travelers just go ahead. There's another town like 2 hours ahead from here. Not that much of a hassle for travelers to just, ride it out.
Damn. Also, outside of game, I just want to clarify something. The townspeople who live here, they can't leave, right?
Yeah, they can't
If
leave.
they wanted to.
Yeah.
Alright, so I guess with all that information, I'm just gonna step out along with Adorn, I presume, if he's not here. I mean, fuck it, he can. I guess he can sit in the chair if he wants. Because I want to come out and find like sort of like a small corner where there might be enough light.
He
but
said, I
also
am
no one
coming
else
with
can
you
see
in
me.
chat.
Is he?
Yeah, he wrote
He's
it
in the
in
Twitch chat. Oh, damn.
Okay. That will be fun.
Nice.
Okay, he's
So
okay.
he's
So
following
he
you.
does join me, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So Adorn is with me. I'm trying to find like a corner where I can take out the withered pocket diary I found, and give it a read and see what's in it.
You're outside the house, right?
Yeah, I want to make sure no one else can see me. So I sort of before leaving, I'm gonna tell him that okay, so if we do, sort of meet with the resistance or go about our own way into Old Lagpa to find out more, I'll keep it in mind. I'll try to look for your old father, and if we find anything about him, anything at all, I'll come back and let you know. But I hope that you can give me something in return for anything. If I get you some information or your father back.
And
Sort of
he
hinting
just,
towards like.
he just looks around and he says, well, yeah, I mean, whatever I have, you can just pick anything that you want from it. All I want is my father back.
I
I'm
know
not-
what
I'm
you're
not gonna say
thinking.
it.
I
I'm
know
not
what
gonna say
you're
it.
thinking.
You can't take
I'm
it
not gonna
back.
say
No,
it.
you can't. Abhi to NPC has replied. You can't take it back.
No, I mean.
No, he didn't
Oh, you
say
were
anything.
thinking
I
of
just know
something
what
else?
he's thinking.
Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
think. I look towards his wife. Does she have anything? I mean, is she wearing anything like an ornament or a necklace or anything?
Oh, boy.
Anything
then
like any jewelry of any sorts?
She hears this, and then, he just looks at her, and his smile kind of goes down like by 20% a little. He's still trying to maintain the smile. And she just looks at him, and then she looks at you, and she just like reaches inside, and she pulls out like a small necklace, and he says, well, and she's still of course smiling. This is something that I have. Fuck, hold on a minute. What was his name? She says that, Neshe gave me this on our marriage day. So once, if you bring back even any bit of information about my father-in-law and Neshe's father, I would give this to you happily.
Nah, I guess if it's about family and your bond, then I don't really want it. You can keep it. fuck it, I'll do it out of goodwill, I guess. So yeah, after that, I leave the house along with Adorn, who clearly needs to cleanse himself after being in a human house for 15 minutes. So we both come out, and
Wait,
now I want
Maz
to.
is saying that he takes the necklace.
Wait, what? No, that's not for
Look, he's
offer.
like, hello, I took it.
That's only after we get information about his father, Mazd. Why are you taking it?
You have to roll a sleight of hand though, Mazd. If you are actually gonna do it.
God.
Chat में roll कर ले. redeem the D20.
Oh yeah.
I mean, of course, he's kidding, right, when he says that.
No, he says, I'll take it. Then it was hello, question mark, question mark, question mark. I took it.
But she's wearing it, Mazd.
Just
Oh
take
my
it.
God.
Snatched it.
So while we wait to see if Mazd took it, can I read the diary?
Mash can just like do a random
so
number.
you open up the diary, you find a safe spot where nobody can like see you read it, or at least the
Yeah.
guy Nehesha, he cannot see you reading.
Yeah.
You open up the diary and it just says that the more you count, the faster they come. And then it's like day 1 of father being away, day 2 of father being away, day 3 of father being away. And you see like the last page is about, wait, let me calculate, fuck.
I do it.
No, what am I doing? The last one says 187th day of father being away.
Wait, 187.
Yes.
Okay, so it goes all the way from day 1, day 2, day 3, all the way up
Yes.
to 187 of father being away.
Yes.
And in the starting, it said the more you count, the faster they come.
Yeah. You know what? I'll rephrase
Interesting.
that. The more
I
you
have-
count, the faster they return.
Wait, the more you count, the faster they return.
Yeah.
It's probably a copium line or something. I don't know.
That has to be some extra fluff that Akhil has added, right? Surely
That
not
should
a
be
piece
a
of
T-shirt.
puzzle. Damn.
The more you count, faster they come.
All right, so I have half of mine to go back and ask him about it, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna keep that diary because I've technically officially stolen it from him. But yeah, I have
Okay,
come
by the way,
outside.
just saying, Maz is not taking it. He's like, oh, it's a reward. So yeah, I think he's not taking it.
Let's just come back tomorrow and tell them he's dead and get the necklace anyway. Yeah, but Adorn, if he's dead, then apart from closure, they don't really get anything else. Do you think they'll still want to give us the necklace? Also, I think the necklace holds some personal value to them, right? I mean, it would be a bit weird stealing it from them since they have nothing else, and that's all she has.
While
Neshe's
you are
wife
communicating
has.
this, the rest of the four
Yeah.
of you, what are you guys doing with the?
You're following the
Resistance.
pit thing, right? But Chandrika wanted to go back. Right?
Chandrika is waiting with Larni, right, for the food to appear.
Yeah, so the food is going to appear back home. It's still like around 1.5 to 2 hours for that.
But
So-
then you also mentioned that the doors have closed. So does that mean we stay outside?
I don't know.
That closes later, right?
No,
not
it's
yet.
closed. It's closed right now
Oh,
because these guys are in that place, right?
Okay.
Wait, so
I
that
mean-
means we're outside.
Yes,
Yeah,
you are
yeah.
outside the town.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I figured past the stone path would be outside. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Kind of. But I mean, I am following the guys to the pit, right? So it's
Okay.
Yeah,
on
so
them.
am I.
All right. So Larni's, and then you just see Larni then being like, "All right, guys, let's go over the plan once more, just so that we don't mess anything up." And as Aeyes, you and Bond are walking away, he says, "All right. So step 1 of the plan is we storm old Lagpa. Step 2, we kill everything inside." And then you hear everyone go, you know, the crowd is just not crowd, it's just like 10 people, but yeah, this kind of a thing. Yeah, like much more energetic than that, but yes. Yeah, that's what you hear. Now, Aeyes, you and Bond Ravi, you are accompanied by these 2 people from the town. It's one is a dwarf and another one is a halfling. Both of them are just like walking and they're like talking to each other and is like, you know what, do you really think that we'll be able to do something tomorrow? And the dwarf is like, well, you know what, I don't know, I do trust Larni, but we have no idea what we are walking into. So,
We'll be sure to help you.
thank you, Master.
Yes.
What's your name?
Yes.
Yes,
Ehma'R.
yes. Thank you. And they say, you know what? Some people call me crazy for it, but I haven't seen this entity feed on the animal, but from the sounds of it, it sounds like a sight to behold. And
I agree.
just kind of keeps
Have-
walking.
Have they ever stayed and waited for the entity to come collect its meal?
The halfling just returned like, oh no, that's not something that we do, because I don't know if Larni told you, but the first time when this entity came around, we did not take things seriously. When we actually started to, once a kid just decided to stay back and see how the entity looked like. Well, we, along with the bones of the cow, there were bones of the kid as well.
Hear
And
this, right?
Unfortunate.
Can I hear this?
No. You guys are at the tree itself where the resistance and
Okay.
Larni is. These guys have gone with the
No, but
dwarf and
Yama
halfling and
told
a cow.
she'll follow us, but a bit carefully.
Oh yeah, you said you were following, right?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, my
like
bad.
little-
You know what? Roll perception if you, because you are a little bit behind.
Okay. It's loading, guys. My perception is taking.
I'm guessing this is the pit where I moved my character.
Where the fuck is the character?
Where did Bond Ravi go off to?
He went all the way to the bottom left.
Yeah, that is actually where the pit is, behind
Oh,
Old
shit.
Lagpa.
Crazy.
This particular.
Yo, wait,
area.
what?
This
Yeah, they're
one.
circling outside. No, they said they have to go from outside. To
Oh shit, so
go
you
to the
went
pit.
all the way across Old Lagpa to the pit?
Yes, so they were
No,
like
around-
somewhere
around Old
here,
Lagpa.
somewhere here. So they walked all the way from here,
Bahar se, yeah, from
Oh
the
Yeah.
damn, okay.
and they
okay.
still have
So,
to
like,
maintain a distance so that they can still like talk freely.
Right. And,
So my character's attributes are not loading. Do you want to do a roll for me?
Oh yeah, hold on, let me see.
Also, just refresh roll 20. Just
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes that helps also.
Yeah, she left the game room, but I think she's reloading.
Perception, right? Wait, I'm rolling it from your character sheet.
Oh, I think she's using a terrible browser. Perhaps that's the case. Destiny, what browser are you
It's
using?
it's
by the way?
Firefox. I hope.
Perhaps you want to use Chrome for this. Roll 20.
No,
Oh.
Ulta Firefox works better, no, than Chrome.
Really?
Yeah,
You got a 17. Nice.
but yeah, you got a 17, so yeah, you are able to hear this, like some form of lip reading and also like just picking up sounds, and you can understand what they are talking about. So yeah, you guys reach this particular pit over here, and the dwarf is like, all right, we are here. Let's, and he just like kind of spanks the cow and pushes it ahead, and the cow goes in, stands in the middle of the pit. At the pit, you can see that there's a lot of bones of animals just fallen over there. There's the cow bones and goat and sheep. Also, all these three things. There's like piles and piles of bones. And he said, "All right, our time is done. Let's just enter from the southern gate. So we'll be on our way, and let's go." He like gestures you, Bond and Aeyes.
I would like to stand back and observe.
I would highly recommend against that, Master Aeyes, but you know what? You are a master of your own will, but I would still say that we need to leave. And he like comes close and says, "This is definitely not something we want to do."
Okay. So what I want to do, what Aeyes wants to do, is stand near one of the trees,
Mm-hmm.
like further away, and just observe, like hide basically, hide and observe. I stand behind a tree and observe.
Okay.
Bond.
Okay. So no. I just made a mistake.
Guys,
man.
did you hear that voice in your head again?
No, that was a mistake on my end. But yeah, so roll stealth for me. Also, Bond, what are you doing?
Oh no.
I just wanted to know if we can see anything through, like from across the pit. Is it just mist? Are we able to see anything
So
moving?
there's like a wall kind of a thing. So this iron whatever rock path that you see, that is so the rock path inside the town is the path, but on the on the border of the town it's like a small wall kind of a thing. I couldn't find
I
a
would like
wall
to give
stamp, that's why I
myself
made
guidance before I plan to hide.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll just say, may Thomas keep me strong and safe.
But yeah, Bond, are you standing
No,
there or
No, I go back with the villagers.
oh
the
you're
resistance
leaving the place
fighters.
completely? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see.
Okay, go ahead. Then you
I
can
mean,
just like kind
I'm
of
gonna
come
have
here
a
by that time.
disadvantage because I am. Oh,
Damn.
Okay,
Wait,
16.
why do you have a
20,
disadvantage?
because I have heavy armor, right? It should say there though if I did. I guess not.
I guess that's up to Akhil.
What?
I mean, regardless, it's
Wait, you have heavy armor, right?
yeah. So it should say in the chat if I had heavy armor, though, but it's not.
Are you sure you're
You know,
wearing it?
Malus,
You
yeah,
are?
because when I last played, if I have heavy armor, it says.
Yeah,
there.
heavy armor definitely has disadvantage on stealth checks. That's fine. You get a 16 on your disadvantage, so that's okay.
Yeah,
Either
and then
ways.
I add a. Do I still roll the d4? I mean, I guess.
Yeah, do it. No, you have a guidance.
18.
18. Okay, nice. So you managed to. So you are hiding behind a tree for a while. Nothing happens, but then like you hear this very loud rumbling, growling kind of a sound coming in, and once like the mist that you saw in old Lagpa from like where you were in the town, that kind of mist just kind of flows in onto the pit. The cow starts moving and just like kind of running out frantically, but it's like a pit, like it's a downward pit, so the cow is not able to like get out of the particular region. And as the smoke kind of circles the cloud, you hear the same entity in your head. So give me a minute.
Only I'm hearing this?
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh, the new plaything wants to play. How nice. How nice. Come to me. Come with me. And that is the last thing that you hear. Do a wisdom saving throw for me.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw.
Oh no, we've lost him.
18.
Okay. Nice. So that's a save, that's not a fail. But this is where we will be ending.
Okay.
Oh.
Wait. So I was following him, right? So did I see any of this happen?
I would say you have seen Bond Ravi like return from
Okay.
wherever they like when they were standing there. I think you were still like standing a few inches like feet behind them, and when they were
Yeah.
returning, you just like saw them return, but you did not see Aeyes return. And while they were returning, all of this has happened.
They
like,
told, yeah, I mean, I guess they told you that I am staying back.
No, like even before she like makes any contact with them, because by the time they left, you already went behind the tree and stood there to do that. And
Yeah.
the minute they left, a few seconds after that was when this entire thing happened. Yeah,
Right. Okay.
that is where we will end this particular session, and we will continue it on the 24th, which is the next Sunday.
Let's go.
God bless.
What
my
happens?
wisdom
What happens to
save.
old Lagpa in a week? Oh no.
Real time.
What happens to Aeyes though in a week?
Yeah.
It wasn't a fail roll, so I'm hoping nothing.
Well, it's
Ravi
just a
is
wisdom. I
giving
don't
us-
know. Let's see.
Hey, man, you said it
Foreshadowing?
was
Oh,
a
no.
fail. You said it.
I mean,
bro.
wait. Akhil said that you. I mean, you.
He said it's so
you
it's
don't
not a fail. That's
fail,
what he said.
But it
I mean,
sounded like there is a but over there somewhere.
I actually did not wanted to tell if it was a fail or a save, and I just wanted to end the session there. But it just went मेरे दिमाग से निकल गया, and I was like, fuck, I told that it's. But I was like, okay, we'll end the session. But yeah, there's
Interesting.
definitely something or the other that will happen. I mean, you won't just get
Yeah.
away by seeing the entity.